Now, besides attending the Republican Watch Party earlier this afternoon, Adrian Thomas and Jillian McCarthy also checked in with Colorado Mesa University students to see how our nation's youngest voters took to the polls. Adrian and Jillian, what did you find out today?
Shelby, earlier today we spoke to several CMU students to see if they voted in the primary election. Their answers varied, and some individuals did not want to vote in fear of making uninformed decisions.
That's right, Jillian. And another student we spoke with says he was a first-time voter this presidential primary, and he was excited to make his voice heard. We also spoke to a CMU political science professor, and he tells us with the number of candidates in this Democratic field and the presidential primary making a comeback in Colorado after nearly 2 decades, some students have questions. For some CMU students, the crowded Democratic field made voting a tough choice.
I felt like it was better not to vote than to be an uneducated voter. And even though I know a little bit about the politics going on and like the politics of each candidate, I just didn't feel comfortable selecting one without feeling like I was as informed as I would like to be before I cast my ballot.
For others, the Colorado presidential primary was their first election, and they couldn't wait to participate.
I voted because I just want my opinions to be heard. Like one of the most powerful things we have in this country is that democratic power, right? So I want to make sure that my voice isn't lost.
Some students from outside of Colorado say they just didn't register in Colorado in time for the presidential primary.
I'm from out of state, and I didn't really know what that process would look like, so I tried to do some research online last night, but just kind of got a little confused. So I just kind of went back to studying.
It's exciting to have like your own choices and to get them out there.
A CMU political science professor says he's noticed much student interest in this election cycle, but more candidates and a presidential primary in Colorado pose new questions.
Students are trying to find their way, asking a lot of questions about process, about candidates. 2016, there was a lot more declarations, a lot more position taking. So I'd say that students seem to be going into this one a little bit more open-minded.
And we should also note here on Colorado Mesa University's campus, Mesa County residents can cast ballots. There is a ballot drop box at the Moss Performing Arts Center, and there is a polling place, in the student center. So an opportunity for students to cast votes here on campus as well as community members.
Absolutely. And for the latest election results, visit westernslopenow.com, where you'll also find local interviews we conducted with leaders in our community for Election Day. Reporting live for Fox 4 News, I'm Jillian McCarthy.
I'm Adrian Thomas. Back to you,
Back
Shelby.
to you, Shelby.
Thank you so much, Jillian and Adrian.